I was experimenting around and I think I found a good idea. So let me show you some mechanics about how the beams work. So here is a simple 3 beams across, 4 beams high, which allows me to have 5 beams extra. Now that will support up to 4 from this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it will start falling. So that's 3 from this beam edge across, and then I need to have at least another beam to make sure it never has a cave-in. I could chance it and not put beams in there, but it's a good idea to do that. And it will cause 4 from this point here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because like I said, 4 from that point. So starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it will also protect any area within this range too. So outside here, it will fall, but inside it will stay even if it's hovering. It will hold 1 beam down, but not 2 beams down. Or, hold the same height as the horizontal one. It will also do that across the same distance as it would normally up above on this height, but it won't do it 1 block above. So that's kind of the basics of beam mechanics. So using that, I kind of tested out a simple structure of, okay, what if I just put a beam up and then just put 4 corners on it? How far does just that protect? And this is the range. So at this corner, it will fall because it is too far from this direction and this direction to support it. And it will go up to 4 from here on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's the last part of this beam, and 5th. So from this post, count out 5, and then on your 6th, put another post. You can keep doing that. And that's kind of like a minimalistic version, because you get 8 beams, and you get 8 horizontal beams and 8 vertical. So you can put 4 up, and then the 4 around it, and then go out 5, put on the 6th one, 4 up, 4 around it, and there you go. That's your complete set from 4 logs. And that will protect quite a large range. It will protect 5 from the beam on this side and this side, going 10 from here to here. So in total you got 10 from the furthest point, let's just say north to south, and you get, I think, 15 east to west just by using 4 logs. Now you can put beams across that path and extend it. So for instance, like I said, this is the most minimalistic you could do as across. It didn't let me put it on top because it's a horizontal. Being put on a vertical doesn't like it. But like I said, this is the most minimalistic you can do. Of course, you can put more horizontal across if you like, up to 5 away from the post. The moment you get 5 away, it will break off. So this maximum view, let's do it the other direction. Actually, here. Let's do it over here, just so it doesn't interfere with any of the other ones. So if I go, wrong one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th one won't let me place it. So that will allow me to place the 5 just like I did normally, but now I can place an additional 4. So that, and then I can put a beam pretty much right where this is, and then go up the 4 that I need to, so 5 because of the dirt, and then you can place your beams here if you want to make it look natural. You actually don't even need those beams, and at this point you can actually break it across and make it up to the post there. So that's some other techniques that you can do. I kind of like putting it every 5, put a post, which kind of looks like this, and actually looks pretty good. And so the max range of something like that, just doing the inner post, so that would be 2 vertical logs and 1 horizontal log. So this is 6 logs in total being cut up by the saw. Pretend this is like the doorway. This is your maximum range of protection. So you walk through the door, you cut down 3 this way, you put up your post and your horizontal, cut down 3 this way, do the same here, and then cut into At 5, you can put another post, and then you get up to an additional 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of additional protection before you need to cut down another one. And once you do cut down another one, that will give you an extra 1 length of range, and then you put down another post. So that's a cool little trick that I'm going to be doing for my mines, and I felt it was easier to explain it to you outside here and show you my thought mechanics. Now I'm going to show you guys how I prospect for materials. So let me quickly find a vein and then I'll show you. Alright, I found a, I had to dig a couple holes, but I found an area that actually has some materials. It's a zinc bearing ore, sphalerite, I think it's pronounced. But as you can see, nothing of interest, nothing of interest. But a medium sample there, and a medium sample there and there. So, remember, the prospector pick does give false readings, so make sure you click multiple areas. As you can see, this one says a sample right there, but nothing here, and a small sample there. So this is a false reading. So I'm just going to do this in a creative mode just to make the mining quicker. But what you do is you find an area and you choose a side. And at least this is, like I said, my way of mining. A few people kind of do something similar to it, so you might have seen it before. So I'm going to pick this side as my face. And from this point, I'm going to know that this has a small sample and this has a medium sample. The same with this and this. So actually I'll go this direction. So what I do is I stand up to it, cut in 5, which is the farthest you can cut in another 5, and then stand here and try it again. And remember, pick multiple sides of it. So here we got very large, where back here we had medium. So we're still doing good. So I'm gonna break another 5, break another 5, try it again. And as you can see, it says found because, let's get a torch here. It's right there. But let's say we didn't find this. Let's say we chose a different face. Let's say we chose this one instead. Or, this one's a little bit better for the example because it actually says medium. Let's go 5 across. And then go across it saying, you know, okay, we got a good amount. Go another 5, another 5. Nothing of interest. So nothing of interest here, but we're finding small and traces still. So we're still good. So I'm going to go another 5. So now we've gone 15 across. Oops, let me just put some of that just back. Light up the area for you guys. Stand here, found nothing, found nothing. And then when you say find nothing, make sure it says it a couple times. So here we got some traces, but here we got nothing. Here we have nothing. Here we have traces in small piles. So we can safely assume it's not going to go any further than that. We can, if we want to, go more this direction, but I'm going to say because I said nothing and this is small, it's more likely in this direction than that direction. So once again, this says kind of nothing and traces, but this keeps hitting small and traces and small and mediums. So this side's more likely to have it than this side. And then once again, do the whole 5. Hit it here, nothing, medium, nothing. So yeah, we are correct, and this either has very, very small traces and not worth the time, or nothing at all. Where this one is showing medium to traces, so definitely to the left of us. Go in some more. Medium and largest, so we're definitely hitting a hot spot here. Let's go across 5, across 5, and large sample. So yeah, definitely this direction. Across 5, 5, large. So now that we've gone 15 across this way, from that point to this point, and this point, I always make it a square, going in the most likely direction, which this is large, and this is medium to large, and nothing of interest that direction. So I'm gonna go this way, because remember, it takes it's gonna go across, and we should hit our original mine, which is interesting. Let's see. Maybe we didn't. go across all the way on that one. But that's basically what I do is I narrow it down, find a quadrant that's in here. So there we go. I had to mine it. We stopped a bit soon because we actually ran into it. But, you know, I just kind of go around like that. Here's some more. And now that we found it, then I would make my mine. I would then actually, you know, kind of clear out the areas and make sure that there's no cave-ins. See if we can cause one quickly. But, you know, that's kind of my way of finding ore once you track it, to kind of narrow it down by going one direction and then going another direction 90 degrees to it to find the largest and kind of narrow it down to a quadrant or a square. But we're going to go back to my actual Let's Play world and continue what we were doing there. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, now we're back in our Let's Play world. So we just finished making a whole bunch of ingots. There's a few things that I want to do though for this one. So first off, we're going to go into crafting grid here. Use the saw to cut more planks. And I guess I didn't need to bring those out. And if you put planks like so, you'll get a barrel. Now, don't have enough for the other thing that I was going to make, but that's okay. So barrels are useful for many things. I'm going to put it right here and get an interesting texture glitch. I wonder why that is. Wonder if it's just the spot it's in. Weird. I'm not quite sure what's causing that glitch, other than it might possibly be this thing. Hold on. Yeah, it seemed like it didn't like that wood being there. Maybe because it's out of the same material, who knows. But a barrel is useful for many things. Thankfully, we actually had the 4 in the spare here because that gives us a wooden bucket and the barrel. So barrels are used to store certain kinds of liquids, so water being one of them. So I'm gonna, I can't sprint because my dehydration level's below halfway. There we go. Let's fill this up again. Plants are still doing good. Fill it up with some water from our stream here and run back to the house. Trip over stuff, causing us to no longer sprint. That keeps getting in my way too. I'm just gonna remove it. Alright. Then you can go in here and fill it up with a bucket of water. Now you should be able to also empty it, so you can see, but it's not actually giving it to me. Oh, okay, so you can store it with these, you just can't store it with those. But it kind of has that graphical glitch. I don't know if that's a bug and you're not even supposed to be able to do that at all, or if it's a bug that it's not doing it, but it should be. But anyways, like I showed you, you can use it to fill up your water jugs from your house without having to run to the stream. And it can hold up to 8 buckets of water. You can also shift click it and it'll empty directly into it. Or I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know where my bucket of water went though. But I'm gonna run over here, grab 2, make an infinite water source, and fill that up. Alright, 8 buckets later, and we're finally filled up with that. I also want to take my ceramic vase here that has the native copper in it, put it in there. I should probably, don't like that glitch. I should probably also figure out some more things to fire up in there. Let's cook another one of these storage units. That would be very useful. And let's go ahead and also cook up 2 more of these, because having extra of these is good, and that's the last I can cook up anyways, so we're full on that. So I'm gonna put this here and that there and that there. Alright, so I told you I was going to show you what the copper chisel did as well. Now let's try it over here. I have a rock up. Now it wasn't working in creative, and I don't know if it's just because I was in creative or if it's actually bugged. We'll find out. Ooh, wow, I got some copper from that. Nice. So we'll find out. But this has different modes. So it has detail mode, it has smooth mode, stair mode, and slab mode. So smooth mode should make it smooth, but it's not working. Stair mode should make it stairs, slab mode should make it into a slab, and detail mode should make it detailed. Now I don't know why it's not working, because it really should be, but it's not. And I can't seem to figure out why at all. And it's actually quite annoying because it needs to work. And so if I go into even creative mode here and cheat in some let's just say stone here, and let's pick up some smooth stone. This is what it would have looked like if I turned into smooth. I can't do anything with this either, and I don't know why. So that kind of screws up a lot of my plans early on. I'm just gonna break this with this and throw it into the trash. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on because it's not letting me, and I have a feeling it may be the multi-block thing. So like I said, I was gonna show you, but it ain't working. So I'll show you when it is working. But until then, I'm going to cook these guys up and show you a use for this bucket here. Okay, I looked on the wiki, figured out what was going wrong. I was missing a tool, which I completely forgot about. So take my basalt rock here, and I need to make a hammerhead. So you knock the first two layers off, then the second layer you knock it like that so it looks like a hammer, and then you just put the hammer on top of a stick and you get the stone hammer. Now another thing is you actually have to have both of them in your toolbar to use it. You can't have like your hammer in here. Then you can actually start using these tools. So the first one is the smooth tool, so that will make it look smoother, fancy. When you mine the blocks like so, you actually get this smooth stone form, so it doesn't like turn into cobblestone. The other modes we have is stair mode, which I don't really want to do, but it'll just basically make a Minecraft stair. And then slab mode, and then detail mode. Detail mode basically lets you kind of trim up and make designs in the stone, which I'll do in a later episode most likely, not this one. But right now I want to do slab mode. So that will, as you can see, it knocked it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you got 8 high for a slab. So if I cut it down one more, it would just disappear completely. And then, just to show you detail mode, I guess, if I right click it like this now, you can see I have tiny little cubes. So now I could do design, so I can trim up, and because it's on its thinnest layer, it does it like it does so. Ah, shoot, that burned out because I was messing around with this most likely. So I'm gonna have to redo that. But I'm just gonna trim it up like so. But yeah, you can make designs and stuff like that, and this design cuts it 1 layer thinner. And like I said, there's 8 layers, so you can make some cool objects out of that. Just trim the rest of this. But I'm gonna restart that fire, which is annoying that that went out, but whatever. But hopefully this slab will allow me to keep the logs there and catch that fire without having to break the grass block each time. But we'll see. Alrighty then, so these just finished. So let me go ahead and break these off. And then this is the one that had the actual liquid copper in it, And let's go ahead and fill up these. And this. That's weird, I should have had, oh shoot. Open, thank you. Should have had, there we go. Some weird graphical glitch happening where sometimes it won't like load the image. Don't know what's going on with that. but it does kind of get annoying when you're trying to actually reach for things. And it's raining. That I'm gonna have to turn off in a second here. So there's 6, 7, and 8. Alright, turning off the rain. So we're still going to have to wait for it to cool down to their, let's see, orange state. So the ones that are brilliant white, these two, I'll go ahead and show you, no, I won't show you it because that's going to break it and that would be a waste. Now, like, here's another graphic glitch. It says liquid, but it actually doesn't have any liquid in it. And it will stop saying liquid when you re-log in. So be aware that that kind of glitching is also happening. I'm going to put these two in here. And let's see. I'll wait until these are orange and popped out. Alright, I got 2 bars in here that are finished. These are still liquid form. This one's almost solid, so let me just do that one too. Now, these you can't stack because they're still cooling down, right? Well, if you have a barrel like so, you should be able to put it in here and boom, there you see. Now it cooled it down instantly. It did take half the water there because it the more it has to cool down, the more water it will take. So this was able to instantly cool these two, where the rest are still cooling. So obviously I can't put this in because no water in it. Now, see, these should all be able to be put into their solid form. But that's definitely a lot quicker than waiting for them. It literally almost took 2 Minecraft days for them to cool down enough for me to actually be able to put down on here. And so that definitely will speed things up. But it does take a while for me to run all the way down there and run all the way back and put water in here. And I can't make an infinite water source. So I'll have to figure out something for that. And I'm just going to put these in here. And can't stack those. So, whoopsies. Go in there. But I'm gonna let these cool naturally. And as always, stay epic. This is Deviant Gamer signing off. Adios.